Court order.
Roland and I were talking about it earlier today. We were really nervous and really emotional, so no pressure now, Roland. The first thing I want to do is thank God for my life. I can't imagine anything different that I would want in my life. It hadn't been easy, but at times, but in the end, I wouldn't change it.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt because everybody wants to hear you. You get that mic out there so we can all hear you.
Secondly, the Hall of Fame board members nominated me and selected me for the 2019 class. I know two things. If you're in a Hall of Fame, you've done something special. The second thing I know is you don't do anything special without love, support, and encouragement from others. And at this time, I just want to recognize some of those people, starting with my mom. My mom taught me integrity, work ethic. I'm sorry.
All right, you're all right.
And for the best quote ever is Chris, you can do anything in this world you want to, if you just put your mind to it. And I think that worked out pretty good for me. If I've heard that once, I've heard it 1,000 times, and now my kids have heard it 1,000 times. And to see my daughter getting the opportunity to play division softball, and I know my son's behind her, who played as a dad, it's just unbelievable. So, Mom, thank you. My wife, Stacy. Stacy was a football girlfriend first, and an Army wife. And she probably picked the wrong football player because I was the guy who, when her friends were going out with their boyfriends to movies and dinners, her boyfriend was watching them lifting weights. So, but she supported me through all that. And then in the Army, duty calls, you go do that. I always knew that she was going to take care of everything on the home front, and she's a fabulous job. She's done a wonderful job with our kids. She's loved and supported me through it all, and so thank you, Stacey. My Uncle Chuck Loudermilk, he taught me a lot about football, and he taught me a lot about life. He lifted me up at times, and when I need humbled, he did. One of the games, I had 27 tackles, and I was proud of that. And I told him over and over how good I was on that Friday night as we would talk on Saturdays. And I always used Chucky and Tommy and Danny as kind of my measuring stick of how I was progressing through high school. And I said, Chucky, how many tackles did you average without missing a beat? He said, well, I averaged 27. So, the game of my life if you average that. So anyway, so it's pretty humbling. But anyway, so thank you, Chuck. My family, obviously, the Louderman family, you guys saw the picture where they were at the Central game, and we certainly never missed a high school game, and you could hear them up there cheering on the Wildcats and me, and it always meant a lot to me to know that Louderman clan was represented up there. Some of them after high school didn't get away with that because in college, my mom dragged out okay to Northwest Arkansas and West Texas and all over the country, watching me play at Southeastern. So I don't think my mom or Stacy ever missed a game that I played. So thank you. Obviously, teammates, high school and college. I learned so much from those guys and those experiences. I learned to lead from two guys. Billy Heffley, my sophomore year, he was a senior, unbelievable leader, unbelievable man. And Greg Lawrence, Southeastern, he led by example, he led vocally, he led every way that you can lead. And my junior year, his senior year, he took a team that was pretty good and made us great just by, if we needed a big punt return, he did it. If we needed a block punt, he did it. If he needed an interception, he got it. And so just learning from those guys how to lead and how to carry yourself, handling success, I'll never forget that. Teammates, as you know, we saw the class earlier, when you have that tight-knit bond, you'll scour the end of the earth for people. I got a teammate here tonight, Brooke Stafford, that drove from Lufkin, Texas, because he wanted to be a part of this night. Not only did he drive from Lufkin, Texas, his family's on vacation, and he's going to join up with them later. So thank you, Brooke, for being here. Coach Sloan, hard work. When I first talked to Coach Sloan and asked him for an opportunity, he said, "I'll make you one promise, kid. You'll work harder here than you've ever worked in your life." Now, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, hey, you don't know the Louderman family. But what I told him was, Coach, you're never going to coach another player that's going to work harder than I will for you. And so that was our promise to each other. And going through Coach Sloan's offseason, I'm convinced that's what got me through Ranger School, because it was some of those off-season days were a little bit hard in Ranger School times. So thank you, Coach. Kenny Pepworth, obviously not able to make it tonight, but I just wanted to say, he invested in me at a young age. My very first baseball game, he called me, asked me, "Hey, what time do y'all play?" He came over, and he came over just to make sure that I looked right in my uniform. He told me, he said, "Chris, to be a good ball player, the first thing you got to do is you got to look like a good ball player." So he made sure that I was dressed right and my hat was on right and all that stuff. But he also, is that here? Okay, so Kenny was a lot older than me. No, he wasn't that much older than me. But what he did is all of those guys would go play at his house football, and he would let me play. And I'm sure he whispered, "Hey man, you can tackle him, but don't light him up," But the two things that I took away from that, I said, "Man, I'm actually pretty good at this game." And the second thing is it taught me to love the game, and so I owe Kenny a great deal of thanks as well. Other people I want to thank is Jim Cox, Gary Coffey, Joe Adamzini, Alan Luke. You guys have helped me a lot along the way, whether it's just been advice. Joe taught me how to lift weights the right way, and how to take on college as a college athlete. So I want to thank those Joe. When I was a kid here in Coalgate, I used to do a lot of stuff with my grandpa Louderman, whether it was put out flags for holidays, or work at the feed store, or just go around town. We'd talk to, I hate to say old timers because I'm that guy now, but we were talking, he'd be talking to these guys and just around town, and it always went to football. And they were talking about, just the great games that were played, right? So it was like, you remember the time I was there Friday night, Joe Evans-Lee threw the touchdown that helped us win the game, or I was there the night that Tommy Loudermilk was dragging 6 or 8 tackles and they still couldn't bring him down. Or, I remember I was on that team where Coach Mayer told Dan Loudermilk, there's not a starting position on this team unless you make one. You hurt 4 guys in practice, just line them up. Tom Heck rushing for 360 yards, or Rainey Heck, nobody can tackle him kind of guy, makes everybody miss. And on and on and on. And my point to it is I remember as a little kid sitting there, seeing the gleam in their eye, because that was their guy, that was their Wildcat, and he was part of their community. And I remember going, man, that's what I want to be. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to put my mind to, Mom, is I want to put my mind to being that. I want my community to be proud of me. I want to represent them in the best way possible. And so when I got to Southeastern, it was just fitting that we had this Wildcat Award, and I'm like, that's my award. So, I won that thing every year we were down there, I think. But the celebration dance, some people know about that, some people don't. And I'll just tell them. So I played on defense, and these guys who would intercept passes, and I was kind of a defensive lineman. They're like, when I get an interception, this is what I'm going to do. When I get a, tackle, this is what I'm going to do. And so I just mouthed off one day. I was like, well, I've got a little something when I get an interception I'm going to do. And it's called the Coalgate play. And I had no idea what that was going to be. But as fate would have it, 3 games later, I got an interception. And Greg Lawrence come over and said, let's see it. So I had to come up with something out of my hip pocket, and that's how the Coalgate play was born. No, we're not going to see that. No, too old for that. But Coalgate was always in the forefront of my mind. I wanted to represent this community and this town and this school in the best possible light that I possibly can. I am certainly very, very proud to be from Coalgate, and I just hope that that I have made Coalgate proud as well. So, one more thing before I get off. Coach Sloan, can you come up here for just a second? Coach Sloan, can you come up here for just a second? So, doing this Coalgate play, it was on the verge of getting 15-yard penalties, right? That was, one thing. And there was one game where one of our guys had just a phenomenal dream hit, and I went to the 50-yard line and called in the medevac. So some of these gray hairs I may have caught. So tonight, what I would like to do is present Coach Sloan with this shirt. It says, I survived the Coalgate play.
I'll wear this about one night a week.
Probably don't fit your heart. This is a great honor. It's a great event, and I'm very honored and blessed to be able to be a part of it.